Hello, I have so much to say, honestly. And I've been thinking so much on how I want to be articulating all the things that I want to be sharing. And I just don't want to be adding to the noise. I don't want to be adding to the noise. You're either going to be tuning into the frequency of my voice, you're either going to feel a resonancy to stay and listen to this video, and to really allow the voice and the words that I want to be sharing to resonate with your heart, with your energy, and with your presence. Because now is the time where we're going to need to come together, to rise, to unite, to remember our divinity, to strengthen our faith, to remember that good and love will always prevail no matter what. No matter what, good and love will always win, even when things feel so dark, even when things feel so evil, even when we're seeing in front of our eyes that things are being destructive. We need to believe now more than ever that love and faith and good and God will always prevail. And if we're not going to be integrating the shadow within ourselves, then the shadow will always mirror back itself in society and in the way that we're living. We need to be able to discern what's good and what's evil. We need to strengthen our faith within ourselves, not just believe in God, but to know God. Because when you know God, you don't question things. You don't question God. You don't question whether God chooses one over the other, because God does not choose. We came here as humans to be stewards of life, to be stewards of earth, not to conquer, not to take over, not to destroy, to experience life, not to always be in suffering. Those energies want to control because that's all they know. And when we keep feeding that consciousness of war, of poverty, in our behavior as human being on an individual level, then we keep feeding that consciousness of war and poverty. And that consciousness will always be there, always. So our role is not to fight it. Our role is to overcome it. Our role is to raise our own frequency, our own awareness, our own consciousness, and shift that consciousness of fear and corruption, that fear and war, that consciousness of war, to the consciousness of love and unity, of consciousness of hope. And we have the power to do that. We have the power to shift our awareness, our own individual awareness, to the awareness of love, to the awareness of unity, the awareness of compassion. The work starts within you. Take this moment, take this time to really reflect on what's fragmented within yourself. What needs to be integrated? What parts are you still fighting with yourself? You know, me being a woman, I was so angry with the masculine. I was so angry with men. When I see leaders, I don't call them leaders, to be honest. I feel leaders is such a big word for them. Kids, clowns, ruling the world. Broken hearts, fragmented hearts that allowed dark energies to really lead them. And that's what's happening. Because of their fragmentation, because of how much they're broken from within, they allowed certain energies to take over and lead. And when you're broken and you are co creating in a consciousness of war and poverty and scarcity and fear, then this is a portal. This is when you allow your portal to actually allow those energies to come in. But when you work on increasing your vibration and your frequency, then no way that those energies can integrate with you or interact with you. Then you're working with the energies of the divine to support you and to help you move forward in life with love and protection. Now is the time to ask, if you're a woman, to ask what parts of you want to integrate. How are you fighting your inner masculine? Are you fighting your inner feminine? And integrate these two. So you stop fighting the men outside of you, that you stop fighting the women outside of you. You're dealing with life from an integrated, centered space. And the same thing goes to men. Now more than ever, you need to do the work. You need to heal the relationship with your own femininity. You shouldn't be always in the doing. Allow your inner feminine to lead. Allow your inner feminine to guide you. Allow your inner feminine that speaks from the heart, not just the mind, to guide you in creating beauty in this world, because we need you. We need you to hold space for us. We need you to help us support, bring back divine love, and to build. Yes, we have a lot of work to do, but the work starts within, because the systems outside of us are a reflection of us. We cannot be fighting one another right now. We need to be uniting. We need to be holding hands. We need to be holding one another accountable and responsible for our own actions first and foremost. We need to be looking at one another as brothers and sisters. We need to be supporting one another on our growth and on our journeys. We need to be transforming all the struggle that we had into beauty, into creation, into art, into love, into compassion. We need to understand that we can shift that consciousness. That consciousness is there. Okay, we're not here to fight it. There's different levels of consciousness and different levels of awareness. This is the lowest, and we can get stuck in that cycle. And with the more we're stuck, the more we're giving those warlords power to take over. So please start taking and raising your own frequency and your own vibration by simple tools. First, start by reflecting on where you feel fragmented within your life. Take walks into nature. Hum, because hum creates some sort of vibration in your body that really allows you to open and expand, and no negative energy or consciousness can take over that. Surround yourself with good people. Try to disconnect from media for a bit. You know, the news, it's a cycle. It's a cycle that we can get trapped in. So listen to your hearts, my please listen to your hearts. Center yourself, balance yourself. And remember, good and love always prevail. Sending you all so much love. And let's please unite. Okay, that's it for today.